gostaria de frisar que logo depois da proclamação da independência da Ucrânia em agosto de 91, as fronteiras, o território soberano da Ucrânia foi reconhecido por todo o mundo, inclusivamente pela Federação da Rússia. Por isso, então, é uma resposta à sua pergunta. Por quê? Porque é o nosso território nacional, é o nosso território soberano e qualquer país vai reagir quando alguém está a ameaçar a sua integridade nacional pelos meios pelos meios militares, neste caso.
It's a very tense situation, I presume, that you're living through.
Yeah, definitely. At present moment, I am only ambassador from European Union countries in Simferopol. And what I can say, what is going on here, simply, Russian side landed troops and without single shot seized the Crimean Peninsula. And to my understanding, and not only to my understanding, Kremlin violates international laws, violates bilateral agreements with Ukraine and multilateral agreements, and ruins world order.
What are the expectations of the Tatar community? Do you think that are Tatars going to vote in this so-called referendum?
No, never. Because we supporting Ukraine as United States. This is our homeland, and we want Crimea to be a part of Ukraine. So we don't want to go to Russia to be independent state with Russia protection or something. So Crimean Tatars supports Ukrainian authorities and Ukrainian state. That's why we decide to not go to such called referendum, because we think that this is illegal stuff and we don't go there. That's easy.
Your community is, according to the census of 2001, about 12% of the population of Crimea. So it's a significant community.
Diga uma coisa, as unidades ucranianas que estão na Crimeia, navais, de fuzileiros, de exército, etc., parecem manter-se razoavelmente unidas, apesar de estarem cercadas.
Com certeza, eles continuam leais, digamos, ao governo da Ucrânia.
Mas isso surpreendeu? Ou achava que as Forças Armadas ucranianas se iam desintegrar entre várias fações étnicas? Ou estava à espera que se mantivessem unidas, ou achava que se iam desagregar ao primeiro?
Não, com certeza absoluta. Eu tinha toda a convicção de que os representantes ou as unidades militares ucranianas vão continuar cumprindo o seu dever, as suas obrigações. Por isso, e eu gostaria de sublinhar aqui que esta invasão russa motivou ou provocou uma onda de solidariedade de toda a Ucrânia com a Crimeia. Agora, as caravanas de cargas humanitárias estão a dirigir-se da Ucrânia Ocidental à Crimeia. Todos nós queríamos ajudar aos nossos soldados, ao nosso exército, que continua presente, apesar de todas as ameaças e pressões lá na Crimeia, personificando, digamos, a soberania da Ucrânia sobre a Crimeia.
Mr. Kalilov, of course, if you look at the history of Crimea, Crimea was populated by Tatars since the 13th century until the 18th century, so five centuries. And if we see the census of the 19th century still, you were still a majority there, even with the campaign of Russification. After you were deported by Stalin to Eastern Asia, do you think that factor of you being persecuted by the Soviet Union influences the present attitude of Tatars towards Moscow?
Yes, sure. This is the main issue, I think. And the second, that we deeply understand that Russia, today's Russia, is totally dictatorship state. And we want not to have any relation to this state. This is first. And the second, we deeply understand Ukraine. And I think that Ukraine is going to be democratic, new, pro-European state. And we want to live in such kind of state than in Russia, you know.
So you don't believe that in Kiev there is a mob of Nazis and fascists that are persecuting other races?
No.
You don't feel
Because
you don't feel that threat?
No. Because 2 months I was in Maidan during 2 months actually in Kiev, and I saw a lot of people struggling for their future